Hey guys, welcome back to Unknown.
Hey, where did you guys go? Wait up for me.
So today I got my friends Riyansh and Rishan. He's been here for the first time on the channel and he'll be with us when we're going to do our tests. But sadly he won't be with us during the time lapse as he's not very good building. He only likes tests and all the active parts, right? It's fine. So Riyansh, as normal, tell us what we're going to do today.
So today we're going to show you the parts of this
Yeah, so we built a fully functioning Lego off-roader.
which
So,
can do wheelies.
yeah, which can do wheelies. You got the wheelie wheels too, so they actually come down like this and then you go back. So before we had many mistakes in this, then we fixed them all, and then we this time because we found that in the most recent channel we had so many time lapses and so much of narration, we did in one day. This is a 1 day car right in front of you, and we just showing the complete model because we got later also going to show the features. We just wanted to keep this as for the intro, there's a remote, and now we're going to show the time lapse of me and Riyansh building it. He wasn't there in the time lapse, and we built it in 1 hour. We were done building the back of it and the front of it with the suspension. Then I did the decoration and these wheelie things, and I fixed some minor mistakes, but that was not there in the time lapse. So there's only one time lapse for you today. Okay, cue the time lapse. Now I'm going to show you all the features of this after you've watched the time lapse. The second time lapse, where in the first time lapse, unfortunately, you couldn't see that I was keeping the decoration as that happened without the time lapse. We were not filming that, and we were still testing all ideas, and took a lot of time. So now we're just showing you the main features. So we got double suspension on the front. We couldn't do it on the back because we don't have these special axles which come with the Bugatti Chiron set, which you can see under here. Oh wait, you can see the Bugatti Chiron right there. So that's how the suspension is possible while this thing moves. Now this has double suspension. The springs on the front are by Riyansh and the springs on the back are by me, and so they work pretty nicely, and they're individual suspension, which is the best part of it. Now we're gonna move on to the bumper, which we have right here. It works pretty nicely, these two parts especially, and we have this little decoration piece over here. The eye receiver is mounted onto the battery box with a lot of it's actually mounted properly. There's no like loose parts, so if it does a wheelie and comes back, the suspension helps and this thing does not fly away. Then we have this fire wheel decoration because this was really, we were trying to keep it last time. If I don't remember, we have this in our most pieces challenge too. If you know or don't know, you can tell me in the comments. Then we have this moving part. This is mainly there for attaching these two parts. So, and we have this. So actually, if you come over here, this is the actual fatness of the car. We just kept this here so it looks better as decoration. So the design of it's very seamless. There is a way to open the battery box, and this is by this thing. So when it recognizes on the right of the car, you can just pull it out a bit, and then you can open it up and you can have your on switch. Okay, so over here, if you see it, we have this little part over here which is on the right of the car. So if I just lift it up like that, I can even lift it up from here, and I just pull it, it opens up, and we have a button, and we can even have a wire over here if you need to disconnect to do anything. If you're wondering where the orange piece is, it's on the remote right here at the bottom. And because this thing was actually interfering, but when we lock it, it's pretty seamless. This design is also over here. We wanted to maintain the same thing. Now moving on to the motors, we have our wheelies over here which are connected to the motors themselves. Then we have this special axle connection which works with two motors. It is made in such a way that it's meant for off-road. There's a double system over here which connects the wheels so the axle doesn't move at all. And this was a first time system. This is the first time we were actually working on the system. And we have some reinforcements over here, and this reinforcement also connects the motors to the whole thing. Then we have some decoration pieces over here. We really didn't want to cover the much of the front part because, as you see, we have the suspension over here. As the nails pop up, we couldn't actually keep anything. So that was a main problem. So we decided to leave it open as we had a bumper and an aisle seat. And we were using the same wheels for the most piece of challenge, and these are actually very nice off-road wheels. This has a lot of air in it, and then this one has very less air, so it makes sense to keep suspension only in the front. Let me just do that again. Yeah, the suspension works properly. So now I'm going to show you the feature of the remote. As mentioned earlier, we have the orange thing which comes from the wire over here. Even adds it to a decoration as everything is orange. We didn't want it to be a single stick as we were controlling both the motors, front and back. So I changed some of the units over here so it moves in the correct order. And these things are just for decoration. You're not supposed to do it, or else something may go wrong over here. You're supposed to use this flat piece, which works pretty nicely. And you don't even have to use like two of these. You can just hold it in one hand and you can move it. Or else, because normally you have to move it with two hands because of this feature. But now you can just do it with one, front, back. And the bad thing is it doesn't have steering, but to keep steering in the car it's very hard because we had only two L motors. We didn't have a single servo motor. So that's the best we could do. And now you see some very crazy tests, so you can see them coming up right now. So we have all ramps to show you. This is ramp test number 1. So now we're downstairs and we have a new person joining us today, and his name is Ushan.
Hello there.
Yeah, so he's going to be helping us in all the tests we do today. So this is the ramp test. Here's Ryan to tell you more about it.
We're gonna go up several different ramps with our car.
Yeah, so we're going to test the how much it can go up. So first we're going with a slow angle. Show that one. Yeah, so here's the test. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's able to go up most of the distance. Let me try it again.
Don't you
3,
dare.
2, 1, go. Okay, it went up a bit more. Yep, and it's almost up on full ramp.
Hey,
And
there's the
it did a
wheelie.
wheelie and it went up. There.
Good
So,
job.
First ramp is done. Just move it down. There. Now we're going to show you the ramp number 2. So this is the second ramp test. As you see,
We have made a giant improvement.
yeah, sharply for the ramp. It's a very, very large ramp. Come back here. So we
It
have
means
a bump, first a open speed breaker, then we're going to go up the ramp. Let's start. It goes up the ramp and going, and
And that's a success because this ramp wasn't as steep. It was just bigger.
Yeah, and also that there was no sunlight, so we were able to make it into the door. So we can see how sturdy that is.
Now we're going to show you the third ramp test.
Now we're doing the ramp test, another one. So this one, it actually has steep sides, so it can fall out and it can break on either side. So we chose this specifically to test how straight the car can move and if it can go up a very steep ramp. As you can see, the ramp is very, very steep. Okay, Rishan, please start the car. And it's going up, it's going up.
Oh no!
It's going up and...
Now we're going to show you the fourth ramp test.
Now we are going to do the ultimate ramp test and it's very, very down. 1 second.
And he's gone.
I'm going to stay in front of it in case it falls over. Whoa!
This is gravity, bro.
Let's just hope it doesn't fall to sleep.
I haven't experienced this much gravity since 2019.
Come on, we're going to go. Oops, back to the ball. Let me just keep it over. Look how dirty the guy is. I'm not even sure if it go up. Yep, and the down ramp test is nice and I'm going to go to the up one.
Rian's move.
It's impossible. Tell us in the comments. Oh, it's actually
Yeah, this is one of those not so steep but big ramps.
no, this is actually quite steep. See, the upper part is very steep.
Facts. Write in the comments if you want Anshul to run down it again.
I'm not going to do that.
Yes. He's
Fine,
doing
this is
it.
major boat, and I can probably do it in the next video. Oh wait, you can actually park in three. Let me see if you can go down. Yeah.
Really? Do it.
Wait, let's not really go.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just go back. Oh, okay. We're waiting for that it to go up.
We're waiting for the big reveal of the steepest ramp you've ever seen.
Oh, that
Not you've ever seen, but this car has ever seen.
car doesn't have eyes. Okay,
They have lights.
go. And oops.
And this is the ramp.
Steep ramp. What?
It is pretty steep.
Whoa. It's actually slowing down on this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes.
It did it! Way to go!
So, now we're going to show you the last test, which is the very hardest test. The off-road test, which is going to be around the whole apartment. Me and Rishan are going to tell you more about it right now.
Okay, so now we're gonna take the car around the whole apartment of all the buildings of our apartment.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very, very long. I think it's around 1 kilometer. Right? Yes, we're going to make it move 1 kilometer. Now, the challenge is going to be faced are what if it cannot move on the left lane and if it can bear the sunlight? It is on almost half the track. So you'll see it in a hyperlapse.
Cue the time lapse.
is the final stretch. We started right over there next to the gate somewhere, and we have to go all the way with the tiny car today. So we have finished all of that as you saw. So this is the next hyperlapse. Hey, and shall I doing this? Okay, that didn't work, but we've got just the final left to go. Then we're done. Okay, come on. Any idea why it's not moving? Right, it's moving. We've just got one final leap to go. Then our off-road challenge will be complete. All the other tests are done. You have to see if you can make the final one. Grant, please correct it. Here. Okay. Down the ramp. And it's going. It's going. And it's almost there. And yep. It's done.
We did it, confetti.
There. Now we're doing a wall ride test. So basically, two of the wheels will be on the wall and a ride, and we'll see how much it can cover up. So Rishan is going to be using the remote now. Let's see if he has good luck. Okay, so let's start it up. Okay, wall ride test did not work. Let's try it again. Okay, Rishan, do it.
Oof again.
Didn't work. Okay, now let's do it one last time and with a very nice angle. So almost that much. Try it again. Oh wait, actually no. Wait, let me just keep it that much. No, we'll fall off. There, that's it. Perfect angle. Start it.
Oh, it just turned
And it fell down. Okay, so we
like, no, I don't want to wall ride.
So it basically can do wall rides, but actually what happened is during the hyperlapse we had a wall run, a very lucky one actually. So if we slow that part down, you can probably see it right now, and you can see how good that is. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Video here. The Lego playlist here.
Yeah, that's our Lego playlist of all the Lego on my channel, including unboxing, and you can subscribe right here. Out.
Then-